Okay, I'm going to start admitting people in because we have quite a few people. Are you guys ready? Do you have any questions before I start?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Do you see my screen waiting?
Yes, it's not in slideshow mode
No, I
though.
hadn't clicked it up yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me admit all. I hit admit all. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good
Hello.
evening.
Good evening.
All right, you bear with me 1 second. I'm just flipping us over to slideshow mode. Okay, so I'm seeing Christy, Audrey, Marley Clay, Miss Chanel Varnum, Nisi, Andy and Miss Jean, and we're just waiting for a few more people. Miss Fields, Miss Bennett. Hold on. Welcome, everybody. Okay, guys, I'm gonna give everybody just a few more minutes to hop in, and then we're gonna hop right back into it so we don't take too much of your time tonight. Cindy. Good evening, everybody. I'm going to go through the names that I see on here right now. If you don't hear me call your name, it's just a sound check to make sure you're all hearing us okay. Um, so if you cannot hear me once I call your name, please let me know so we can adjust the screen. I see Lavonda, Andy,
Yes.
Audrey, Christy, Miss Kay Bennett, Lauren. Marley Clay. Bear with me 1 second. Chanel, Sydney, Tracy, and Nisi. If that's something. Is everybody able to hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. So first, I'm just looking up here. We do, three more people popping in. Bear with me 1 second. I see Stella, Crystal, and one more. Okay, and welcome everybody. So, Lauren and Chanel, I'm gonna make quick introductions so everybody knows everyone that's on the call, as far as the agencies, and to go over the agenda and just hop right into it so we don't take too much of everyone's time tonight. Okay? My name is Wendy Plummer Simpson, and I'm the owner of PMC Travel. I am here tonight with Chanel Varner, the owner of Moonglade Travel, and Lauren Whitfield, also a member of PMC Travel. We have worked very hard over the last year to put this Thailand, Vietnam spectacular trip together for everyone, and we are very excited about it, and we're very excited about spending this time with you guys as your travel agent host. Tonight, what we briefly want to do, this is going to be our introductory Zoom for the trip, just to make everyone aware of kind of what the trip format is, kind of general expectations, and just walking through everything so you know what to expect, how to communicate it with us, and just to make sure you are well informed about what's going on. Um, Chanel, if you want to say a little bit about your agency, as well.
Absolutely. Good evening, everybody. As Wendy mentioned, I'm Chanel Varner with Moonglade Travel. We are a luxury boutique travel consulting company here in the Charlotte area, and I'm super excited to collaborate with Wendy and her team for the Thailand Vietnam Spectacular.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet everyone. Lauren, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Can you hear me?
We can.
Oh, hi, everyone. My name is Lauren Whitfield. I work with Wendy, and I'm very excited to meet everyone. And yeah, that's basically it. I've
Okay.
been, oh, go ahead, Wendy.
No, I thought you were done. You were talking
I'm,
slow on us over there.
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and hop right into it so we don't monopolize too much of your time tonight. But again, the general purpose of this trip is to, or the purpose of this meeting is to go over general expectations, trip format, and to make you aware of everything that's happening and to keep everyone excited because I know everyone is already excited about the trip, but we want to keep you there and we are anxiously awaiting to spend this time with you. So first, we want to cover some housekeeping. Please mute your phones. Place any questions that you have into the chat area or hold until we stop for Q&A, so we will break. If there are questions specific to your flights or your specific itinerary where we're doing additions or something for you guys specifically, please address to your TA host, which will either be myself, Lauren, or Chanel, whichever one of us that you booked with, and we'll work all of that out for you. This meeting is being recorded for those that were unable to attend. So if you would like a copy of the recording, please let us know and we'll make sure we get that to you as well. We will additionally be sharing some additional documents, which we will cover at the end via email so everyone knows what to expect to receive from us and everyone is in the know. Okay, so let's hop right into it. Okay. Tonight's topics, we're going to cover travel requirements, arrivals, airport transfers, itineraries and optional add-ons, culinary food availability and spa, packing tips and recommendations, accommodations, upgrades, and extensions. Um, these are just, it sounds like a lot, but we're just going to hop right through these very quickly. And you'll see that we'll get through this tonight very quickly for you. And again, this will put you in a much better place to communicate with us and hopefully answer a lot of the questions that you guys have. Without being said, everybody does require a passport. Please double check your passport. All travelers will need a passport to travel. Your passport has to have at least 6 months remaining validity at the time of travel. Please make sure your passport does not expire before December 16th of 2025. If you look at your passport and it's expiring before December 16th, 2025, you would want to work to get it renewed ASAP. You still have time. Passport must be in good condition physically. Should not show up with it at the airport mutilated. Most of you guys travel regularly, so you're already familiar. And you should have at least 4 blank pages in your passport. Okay. Everybody will also need a Vietnam e-visa. We will begin processing these on April 15th. In order for us to start the process for your Vietnam visa, it must be booked. Your flights must be booked in order for us to request it. Once it is booked, it will take, I believe, 4 to 7 days for you to receive it. The items that we're going to need is a completed information form, which we will send to you. It's very simple. It's just your name, your address, your occupation, and just your emergency contacts. We will need a clear copy of your passport image. So if you've sent us a copy of your passport and it is cut off, we won't be able to use that. We will be reaching out to you, either myself, Chanel, or Lauren, asking you for a clearer copy if it's not legible. You will also need a headshot, which you can take with your phone with a white background. You need to be facing forward, do not smile, and do not wear your glasses. So this is just for their biometric entry, and it will not appear on the visa. It's just for their system so that they can match it to you when you arrive. Your TA will reach out to you when we are ready to process your e-visa. You will not need to process that on your own. We will be taking care of it for you. Clients who book the VIP package, you guys will be processed first, providing that your flights are booked. Most importantly, when we do send you this e-visa, you must travel with a printed copy of the Vietnam e-visa. If you arrive at the airport and you do not have your printed copy, your airline will not likely allow you to board, and they're not very helpful about printing it out for you because they don't want the liability. So again, please make sure before you travel, and you'll hear us say this to you 15 times between now and when we depart. You must take a printed copy of your Vietnam e-visa. The Hanoi airport does not have the electronic capabilities that some of the airports do, so you will need a printed copy of your Vietnam e-visa. Okay. Thailand, starting May 2025, will require all travelers entering to fill out their digital entry card. Because this has not rolled out, we don't have all the details. As we understand it, there is no cost for it, but because it has not rolled out yet, we do not know if there are going to be any additional requirements. I do not think that there will be any additional requirements, but again, we will be helping you as your TA hosts to help you complete this. Travel insurance is highly recommended but not required. After tonight's call, you will receive an email from your travel host with the recommended travel insurance companies or ones that the travel insurance companies that we offer or that we have had good experiences with. If you have a different travel insurance company that you would like to use, that's absolutely um, okay. Please make sure that you make sure that it has trip interruption and medical coverage. So if something happens and you need to go home early or you get sick or for instance, you get sick while you're there and you need to go to a doctor, most of your medical coverage on your current insurance that you have here in the States will not be applicable when you're out of the country. So it is very important that you check for travel insurance. We cannot force you to get it, but it is highly recommended. Okay. So you will receive an email from your travel host after this call tonight with recommended travel insurance options if you have not purchased already. Okay. Packing tips. Lauren, would you like to hop into this?
Sure. So everyone, of course, you know that we need our passports. Okay, that goes without saying. Insurance cards, it's just safer to bring them. Your credit and debit cards and some cash. As far as your debit cards and your credit cards, please alert your bank of your travel plans beforehand. Okay. As far as some assistance with your flight, long haul flights, very sometimes very taxing on the body. So to make it a little bit easier, we suggest bringing an eye mask, a neck pillow, some noise canceling headphones, just to ease that comfort with your long haul flights. Your medication, if you have your prescription drugs, Advil, whatever, please pack them in your personal item or your carry-on bag. They're very important. We don't want, in the event of, lost luggage or whatever, God forbid, we don't want them to be lost. Okay. A compact weatherproof backpack, just a light day pack that you can just carry your water bottle or whatever in around Vietnam and Thailand. Waterproof shoes, waterproof jackets, umbrellas, and ponchos, just in case it rains. Several layers of clothing. Um, it could get up to be about 95 degrees in June during the daytime, and then it could be much cooler at night. So it's just better to layer. Uh, when we're visiting the sacred sites, the temples, please dress modestly. Please refrain from wearing shorts or sleeveless shirts and skirts above the knees. Sarongs are encouraged for these sites just to make it a little bit easier. Comfortable shoes, flip flops, that goes without saying. Some liquid IV or similar rehydration packets, liquid Gatorade, powder Gatorade, whatever, just so that you are staying hydrated again with that high humidity and those high temperatures. We suggest that and a refillable water bottle and also some bug spray.
Hey guys, and before we flip, that umbrella is also good for the sun. So if you have sensitive skin, you can also use the compact umbrella to deflect the sun from your face. Okay, that we're hopping into, excuse me, day one, which when you guys arrive, that will be June 21st. For those of you that are coming in early, again, work with your TA host. We will work with you about the discounted extra nights um, for those that are arriving before June 21st. So everyone will be provided a transfer from the airport to the Grand Mercure Hanoi. The sooner we have your flights, the better. We would like to see all flights booked before April 20th so that we can make sure that everything is smooth and bell whistle clean for you guys as it can be. We do have the welcome dinner currently scheduled at 7:30 p.m. The location is TBD, and we will have that location listed when you receive your travel docs for the trip. What you're seeing there is a picture of the Grand Mercure Hanoi, which is very conveniently located. If you notice, you can walk right down the street into Old Town. It is a five-star hotel. Right now, it's about 2.5 years new, and it's a very nice hotel right there in the Old Quarter. Um, we're going to go into the room categories because we get a lot of questions about what the rooms look like. This first category I'm going to go over is the deluxe room. This would be the Oasis package or the entry level room category that was booked. So if you have a single bed, like if you're a couple and you have that king bed, it would look like this this room over here. If you have requested two beds, this is what it would look like at this particular hotel. Now, the room does feature satellite TV, complimentary Wi-Fi, motion sensors, sitting area, a safe, emergency lighting, coffee machine, the latest technology in touch, iron and board, rain shower, and the Japanese washlets. Again, it is a beautiful room. This is a five-star hotel, and it's very spacious. All room categories do have complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi. I've received that question many times, and in the hotel areas, the Wi-Fi is very good. Okay. This next category that you're going to see is the Grand Deluxe room at the Grand Mercure Hanoi, which would be the mid-tier, which would be the Harmony package. So if you book that mid-tier, this would be the aesthetic of your room. If you requested two beds, it will have the same separation as the first that you have, the first slide that you saw. But in this particular slide, you're seeing the depiction of the king bed room. So if you've requested two beds, you will have two separate beds in the room, similar to the first slide. This particular room category has everything that the Oasis category had or the deluxe, but you will also have a larger TV with a 50-inch LCD, a pillow menu, complimentary Vietnamese coffee and tea set, the pod coffee machine, Bose Bluetooth speakers, smart chargers, shower and separate tub, and premium bathroom amenities. So this would be the Grand Deluxe room. It is quite a bit larger than the deluxe room, but this would be the people in the Harmony. If you're in the executive room, it is slightly larger than the Grand Deluxe. It is going to be on the fifth floor with views of the Temple of Literature. It has access to the executive lounge. You have that beautiful bathtub in the room. And you will actually have, with that executive lounge, you get private check-in, and you'll have access to that lounge all day, which they do serve food and all that good stuff. So those in the VIP/executive category, this is the room category that you would be in. Okay. Going into day two after check-in and you're familiar with your room, we'll be doing breakfast at the hotel, and then we will be going off for our first excursion. So it's a Ninh Binh full day excursion with lunch. There are two options here based on physical abilities. You'll either be going on the tour and you will have a choice. You'll receive a form from your TA host to choose the one that is going to have the boat ride, the visit to the cave, and the cycling, or the visit to Ninh Binh with the conical hat workshop in the Incense Village. There is a boat ride, I believe, with the conical hat in the Incense Village as well. It's not as long, and it's not going to be quite as much walking and physical activity required as the cycling, cave, and boat ride. Okay, so I'm going to flip into the next slide. Okay, Lauren, would you want to hop into the culinary in Hanoi?
Sure. So, in Vietnam, their food is usually made with very fresh ingredients. Their national dish is pho, which is a noodle soup with different vegetables and sometimes meat in it. Um, they also are very much known for their famous Vietnamese coffee, their iced tea, and sugarcane juice. Okay. And as far as the restaurants that are listed in here, we did all of the restaurants that are listed at the hotel. So locally is international dining, um, and there is also a vegetarian menu, gluten-free menu. All of those are available upon request. What I really like about each hotel that we chose is that there are lots of different options to eat. So all of the hotels are pretty much going to have, um, of course, Vietnamese or Thai food, and we're going to have international food, Western diets, and lots of vegetarian options. Kosher is available upon request for different hotels. We will try to accommodate all of the dietary needs. Okay. So, as far as locally, like I said, that's international dining. The executive lounge for those that have chosen to upgrade has light bites and cocktails. Vivu is their rooftop sky bar. Vans is their lobby bar, and that has custom drinks and light international bites. Uh, as far as off property, we just selected a couple of places that are very popular. I'm going to butcher this name, guys. Bun Chao Hong Lin. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's butchered. It's a famous restaurant. The President Obama and Anthony Bourdain dined there together in 2016, and they have their own separate menus. They have an Obama menu, and they have an Anthony Bourdain menu, and they even have the silverware and the plates and everything that they dined on. Okay. Stakeout is a restaurant that has steak, pasta, and a Western menu. And Koto is a farm to table experience. And if you are interested in any of those, we'll definitely help you um, book those. Okay. So, Wendy, let's go on to the next one.
And Chanel is going to
Oh,
be our
Chanel.
resident spa expert, so she's going to hop in and be talking about the spa.
Thank you, ladies. So, one, I'm super excited about this trip, not just because we'll get a chance to explore Vietnam and Thailand, but also be able to restore in these amazing destinations. One of our specialties is wellness travel. So, I'm super excited of being able to incorporate these unique offerings to blend in the cultures here. So, we'll start with Hanoi. Over at the Grand Mercure, well, in Hanoi, overall, wellness is it's a blend of healing traditions and modern spa luxuries. Hanoi is very deeply rooted in the wellness culture, so you'll see and experience influences from traditional Chinese medicine like acupuncture and then also herbal healing mechanisms. Specifically at the spa, at the Grand Mercure, they embrace these traditions with specific treatments designed to restore imbalance and promote relaxation, especially their signature via Vietnamese massages, which again I mentioned uses acupuncture and some gentle stretching mechanisms to help relieve tension and improve circulation. So we're mainly going to talk about the spa offerings at the hotel and accommodations that we're staying at throughout the trip, but there are also some amazing local spas in each destination that can offer some of these traditional experiences. And we are happy to assist you in pre-booking those ahead of time. So we can talk more about that if you're interested.
Okay, so we do have some additional add-ons in. Ooh, hold on, I didn't mean to go that way. Bear with me one second, guys. I have to hit, get back. Just one second. Hey, bear with me one second. I just have to go back to my slide control, and I want to go back one. Well, guys, we do have some optional add-ons, which will be add-on tours. I'm not having good luck going backwards, so I'm not going to keep hitting that button. Just 1 second, I'm going to stop out and then pop back in where we were. Just 1 second. I apologize. Okay. We have some additional add-ons. So prior to the start date, you can book up to 3 nights at a discounted rate. Please reach out to your TA host if you're arriving early. If you've already booked your flights and you booked your flights with us and we know you're arriving early, we are already in the process of working with arranging those nights. Um, the Jeep tour of Hanoi you can do on June 20th or the morning of June 21st if you arrive in early. That is a beautiful tour to take. It takes you to Old Town, does some walking tour of the town as well. Um, again, that's something that's going to be available to you. There's a Vespa tour for those that are comfortable with scooters. Again, you could take advantage of that on June 20th or June 21st. And then a Vietnamese farm to table cooking class that Lauren was mentioning. You can do that in the evening, or you can take advantage of that on one of the pre-night stays if you're coming in early. The Cyclo Tour of Hanoi is available on the night of June 20th and June 21st. And again, we will be sending out a optional add-on sheet for any things that people would like to add, and we can help you out with in advance to make your travel experience as smooth as it can be. Spa treatments, room upgrades, and expedited security clearance is also available. To take advantage of any of these, please contact your dedicated TA host, which will be myself, Lauren, Carlina, or Chanel. So let me flip into the next slide and try to get everyone very excited because this next slide that we're going to be showing you is of our Capella mega yacht that we have chartered. The only people that will be on this yacht are people that are members of our group. So to get you excited and break up our talking a little bit, we would like you guys to see what the Capella experience is like and then everything that comes with it. Okay. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, that is the Capella Mega Yacht. So we are again very excited to share this with you guys. And I'm just clicking to the next slide. It's not liking me very much. Second. Okay. So when we arrive to the Capella Yacht on day 3, we will be going to Peach Beach and all of that good stuff. There is breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the ship. The drinks that are included are coffee, tea, and water. They do have a bar, and the drinks are very reasonably priced. After this meeting, we will be sending out the bar menu, the restaurant menus for all of the venues, so that you can see what the cost is of things and the spa menus. You'll get to swim at Three Peach Beach. We're going to have a black and gold dinner theme. So we want everybody to look very nice and sharp for our black and gold dinner formal night. Um, we call it formal, but it's not really formal. We say dress up really nice because you want to be cool and comfortable, but we want to look nice and sharp for our black and gold dinner. Okay. We will be having the night before on night 3, jeans and cowboy boots line dancing for those that would like to participate. We will be having card games and game night, spades, power uno, dominoes, board games. And then you will also be able to take advantage of tea ceremony performances, the water slide, the Oasis pool, the jacuzzi, the floating ocean pool, the cooking demonstration, squid fishing, happy hour, and our movie night. Um, all of this is included. None of these items will cost you any more other than your beverages on this particular experience. So the Capella is an all-inclusive experience, and we will be aboard 2 nights. Um, everyone has a balcony on the ship. Bear with me 1 second. Inclusions, you have 2 nights accommodation at Capella's suite cabin in the category in which you are booked. All dining experiences, a sunset party with refreshments and happy hours, free access to the cruise recreation facilities, the pool, the jacuzzi, the water slides, the mini golf, the cigar and poker club, various activities, including morning Tai Chi class, visiting the cave. We go to Dark Bright Cave, visiting by rowboat, squid fishing, swimming, and kayaking. You have an English speaking guide on board, and all fees, taxes, and sightseeing are included. What is not included is private usage of the mini theater. If you would like to have private time to run your own film separately from the group, the ship will charge a setup fee for you to do that. Um, Usage of the stand-up paddle boards, because there's an insurance associated with it. The kayaks and all of those things listed on the right are included, but the stand-up paddle boards, there is a cost. And personal expenses such as spa and gratuities or anything else that's not mentioned. Okay. Before we let me click next. Okay, Lauren, would you like to go into the Capella culinary options?
Yes. So, as you know, all meals are included, um, and the drinks are that are included are coffee, tea, and water. On Capella, because it is a private chartered yacht, we were really trying, excuse me, we really incorporated a Western diet and Vietnamese diet because we know that a lot of people, including myself, may not want to dine on Vietnamese food the entire time. We know we have some dietary restrictions and some special diets, and they will be accommodated. Please try to communicate with your TA by April 1st. As far as certain fun activities. We're going to have a movie night with free popcorn. Certain times they'll have a happy hour, which is going to have a buy two, get one free drink option. There's a cooking demonstration. There's a lot of fun activities on Capella as far as dining. And I believe Chanel is going to talk to us next about our spa scene.
Thanks, Lauren. I know we couldn't hear the video, but hopefully just seeing the video ignited your excitement about Capella. I'm super excited to be on board the ship. Um, being on water just for me naturally enhances relaxation, and the spa on Capella takes full advantage of that setting. One thing that I loved about the spa here is that they offered a variety of treatments that had views of the bay, just really creating and enhancing that serene and immersive experience. A lot of their signature therapies included herbal compress massages using locally sourced ingredients and also essential oils inspired by Vietnamese traditions. So you'll see signature treatments that include um, facials and foot soaks and reflexology, your typical massages, but also incorporating these unique and local experiences as well. So you're in for a treat on Capella. I'll pass it over to you, Wendy.
Okay, bear with me just 1 second. I was trying to see if there was a way to make sure the audio was fixed. Excuse me. Okay. All right, day 5, we'll have breakfast aboard Capella. We'll do morning Tai Chi, visit Dark Bright Cave that morning, and then a light brunch before we head to our premium transfers to the Hanoi airport. We will all then take a flight into Bangkok, which we will arrive in the evening, and then transfer to our hotel. The hotel which we are staying at is the Anantara Riverside, and we are having some light problems with the sound. So I'm trying to see if this is going to play for you guys. If you can't hear it, please let us know. And when we send out the recording, you should be able to hear it.
Let's see. It's not the computer. No, 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 no. I'm trying to see how you can ask questions. Because how do we know what room package we got? You should finalize it.
Okay, that's okay. Were you guys able to hear that at all?
No.
Okay. I'm
Mm-mm.
not sure why it's not playing the sound, but we will make sure that we get these videos to you so you can actually hear it with sound, and I apologize for that.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, just 1 second. Okay, at the next hotel that we are at, which will be the Anantara Riverside. Bear with me 1 second. It just clicked very, very quickly. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I have to go back.
What is it?
Thank you for your patience, by the way, everyone. I'm just getting out of full screen mode here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, there we go. Let me scroll back up here. Okay, our entry level or Oasis category room would be the deluxe room also at the Anantara Riverside. This is actually what the room will look like. It has a bathtub and shower combo. Um, you can see both what the one bed setup would look like and the two bed setup if you're in that entry level or deluxe category. The rooms do have a private balcony, work desk, flat screen TV, city view, walk-in shower, bathtub, tea and coffee making station, and Wi-Fi. When you enter into the Harmony category, you would be in a junior suite. This room is much larger than the deluxe room. Whether you have one or two beds, the setup would be either this king bed that you see here or the double queen that you saw in the previous slide. However, you would have that larger sitting area and a much larger bathroom area with dual vanity basins, luxury amenities, flat screen TV, city view, walk-in shower, bathtub, tea and coffee making station, and Wi-Fi. Another beautiful feature about this hotel is that we actually have complimentary shuttle boat service all the way up through 10 p.m. at night. So on your free days and in your free time, you can actually hop on the shuttle boat and go downtown and come back to the hotel. If you're in our executive or our VIP category, you're in a deluxe junior suite with the premium river view. Um, it will have all the amenities of the prior category, which is slight and also slightly larger. The walk-in bathtub, premium location in the hotel, coffee and tea making station, and Wi-Fi. Okay, good. And I forgot to mention, guys, I apologize, back in Hanoi at the prior hotel, you will have complimentary laundry service for 3 items per day in all room categories. Okay. On day 6, June 26th, when we wake up that morning, we'll have breakfast at the hotel. We will be out for a full day going on a Bangkok city tour and visiting the Bangkok floating markets. We will have a lunch stop on the tour. Lunch on this day is on your dime. And then you will have access to the shuttle boat at leisure, dinner at leisure, and optional evening hours. We return to the hotel on this day at about 5:30 or 6 p.m. On day 7, we will have breakfast at leisure, and then that day to do whatever optional excursions, shopping, whatever you like. Again, you have the shuttle boat at your disposal, and we will be sending out a list of recommended excursions and optional add-ons that you will have for Bangkok. Lauren, would you like to hop into the culinary options for the Anantara?
Sure. So with Anantara, we have over 13 different restaurants and bars combined. Okay. Mocha's and Muffins Riverside is a Western breakfast and lunch. The Market is an international buffet style breakfast. Benihana is Japanese, and that's open for lunch and dinner. Trader Vic's is Asian, Polynesian, Hawaii, Hawaiian, excuse me, and it has a view of the river. The Elephant Bar is an old world style bar, and it has some light Western bites, sandwiches, wraps, things of that nature. Longtail River Bar and Lounge, it's a Western and Vietnamese bar and lounge. Spice and Barley is Vietnamese and vegetarian food. Okay. Spice and Spoons, that's an interactive Thai cooking class that lasts about 5 hours, and book that for
that. Okay.
that's I'm excited to do that. I might do that one. So if you would like to do that, please let your TA know. Riverside Terrace is a barbecue, international barbecue, and it has seafood and a buffet. Scene Restaurant is a Japanese restaurant, and it also has Western items. The poolside bar is Loi Nam, and it has what every poolside bar has: light bites and cocktails and drinks. Brio is Italian dining, and so it'll have pasta and pizza and things of that nature. And Lost and Found is the international light bites and premium drinks. And it's open in the evening, and it looks very interesting. It has music and different things like that. Wendy, if we could go to the next slide, please. So I put some must-try spots in here because they just look so cool. Bubble in the Forest Cafe is a whimsical floating cafe that's inspired by Maldives. It has huts, it has these beautiful walkways over the water. Um, and it's about an hour outside the city, but I'm definitely going to go do that. Suggest you guys do too. It's very, as the younger people say, Instagrammable. It looks absolutely beautiful, and the food is Thai food, exotic drinks, and some shakes. But they also have a little bit of Western food as well. Also, After the Rain Cafe. It's a very interesting cafe. It is on the water as well. They actually have little boats, paddle boats that you can take and you can paddle down the river.
Mhm.
Super pretty and it's very tropical and it almost resembles Bali. They serve Western and Thai food. Okay. And I believe they also have a swing, kind of like how they have the Bali swing, but um, it's not as high. But yeah, they have a lot of fun, whimsical culinary options in Bangkok. Okay. Chanel, I believe you are going to speak with them about the spa experience next.
Perfect. Thanks, Lauren. So I told you guys spa and wellness are my jam, and I'm happy to say that I'm definitely most interested in the Thai massage because it's a lot different than traditional massages or even the massage experiences that you're going to have in Vietnam. These are more yoga-like assisted stretching. Usually you're on a mat on the floor, and the therapist is using their hands and elbows and knees and feet to really just stretch and compress your body. So it's a really unique experience. It also is one that is, I would say, internationally recognized for its healing practices, specifically in Bangkok as well, with Thailand being famous for its holistic wellness approaches. One thing that I really loved about the Anatar, like Wendy said, it is a fairly newer spa and resort, is that they also offer, in addition to their traditional Thai massages, they also offer specialized healing therapies such as sound healing massages and other herbal experiences. And they have a vast plant-based power therapy menu as well. So we can share that menu. And again, if you're interested in booking any of these experiences to enhance your stay in Bangkok, we're happy to help. Wendy, I'll turn it back to you.
Chanel, do you want me to click this or no?
No, we don't have to.
Okay, going into day 8, when we wake up, the day that we all say, okay, we're going to be sad that we're leaving Bangkok, but happy that we're going to Koh Samui. So it's a mix. We'll have breakfast at the hotel, morning at leisure, and then transfer to the Bangkok airport. We have an afternoon flight that will get us into Koh Samui. We will also have an option per request. If you would like to take a later flight and spend the rest of the day in Bangkok, separately from the group that is offered as an add-on. Very nominal cost, just the difference in airfare that it would be if you would like to change to a later flight for various reasons. Um, and then we have transfer to the hotel and in the afternoon and evening at beach leisure. Okay. And then we will say, welcome to Koh Samui. Now, we know you're not going to hear the sound here. So I'm going to actually talk through this video and kind of let you know what you're seeing. This is the hotel that we're going to be staying at. It's the five-star Melia Koh Samui. It's directly on the beach and it has a 700-meter long lagoon pool. There is a kids area, but we will not expect to see as many kids during this part of June because it's still the high season for them is passing at this point. The hotel is very large and it has a broad array of
I'll
different
take it.
a broad array of different options. Okay. So it's a beautiful property. Large gym, beautiful wellness center. For those that are in our VIP category, you'll have access to the level executive lounge and an absolutely beautiful beach. So that will feel more like a local resort. So again, when we click out to get out of this, we're going to go on to the next slide. Okay, if you're in the Oasis category room, this is what your room, and that would be that entry level. You will have a tub on your balcony. What you're seeing is what the two double bed setup would look like. If you are a couple, you'll have the king bed, the oversized king, and a beautiful bathroom. All of the rooms do feature a private balcony, work desk, flat screen TV, city view, walk-in shower, and bathtub with tea and coffee making stations. Okay? If you're in the Harmony category, you'll be in this premium room. This is a little bit of a larger room. The furnishings is more of a Woodhaven, latest technology. Your bathtub is actually inside, and you have a larger sitting area and a much larger balcony chill space with a um is that you, Chanel? Okay, sorry. I thought I was hearing Chanel. I apologize. You're overlooking the gardens and the pool and relaxing atmosphere. So,
What the tub inside.
hey, Mr. Andy, can you hit mute on your line for me?
Hmm?
What you
Hit
think?
mute.
What was that, Wendy?
Hit mute for me.
Where is,
You should
oh,
see a little audio button. Just hit mute up there. Okay, and this is going to be that premium room. Now there is also an option for an upgrade to a premium room poolside, which is downstairs, which would be our accessible rooms. Now, if you're in our VIP categories or our executive category, this would be your suite. It's the pool access boat suite. So it's like a little villa. It's a two-level room. You have a large sitting area, private deck, and it will have direct access to the pool and access to the level club amenities at Melia. Um, it is a very large and spacious room. It's very private, very comfortable. And honestly, it's one of Ward's for its design because it's actually shaped like a boat. Okay. They do have private check-in, direct access, shower and bathtub, separate and combo, and coffee maker and a private terrace. Day 9, we would go into breakfast at the hotel. We would have a Koh Samui city tour with a lunch stop and then a visit to the sanctuary. Your lunch is included, but your dinner is at leisure. This is a full day out. On our original itinerary, this is a modification because we originally had a 3-hour tour on the 29th and a 3-hour tour on the 30th. We changed it to a 7-hour tour so that we could give you guys a free day to be able to take advantage of some of the things that you would like. So we just kind of combined the two together to make it one long day to give you back some time to enjoy Thailand the way you would like in Koh Samui. Okay. Day 10, this is your free day. Breakfast at the hotel, we have optional ATV, zip line, cooking classes, island visits to snorkel by longboat, and then our farewell dinner on this day, which would be in Asian theme. And bright colors, your yellows, just come out looking nice and snazzy. And it'll be our last day together, our last evening together to enjoy the resort. And then we're going to go into the Koh Samui culinary options, and I'm going to turn that over to Lauren.
Hi. So at the Milia, we have Coco's Kitchen, and Coco's Kitchen is open for breakfast and lunch and dinner. And it is like a kind of like an open kitchen. It has cooking stations, so you will actually see them prepare your food. And they serve Thai and international food. Um, and Boats Bar is for breakfast, and excuse me, it's open for breakfast, and they have coffee and tea. Breezes is a beach spot, and they have Spanish food, Mediterranean food, Thai food, of course, and they have a lot of local seafood. Their pool bar is a pool bar. It serves refreshing juices, cocktails, smoothies, and drinks. Now, the must try spots, Coco Tom's, that is a Thai and international cuisine place, and it's a beach bar, and they are world renowned for their fire shows at night. Okay. And Cocoon Viewpoint, that is a beautiful restaurant that has a 360-degree view of the island. They serve Western food, Thai food, They have a lot of smoothie bowls, so we'll probably be hitting them up for breakfast. A lot of fresh fruit, a lot of fresh vegetables. That's that's usually my kind of food, and that's where you can get some, like I said, great views of the island as well. And they have a lot of little Instagrammable spots, like a bird's nest. Also, they have almost kind of like a bird's nest there, like you would find in Bali. Um, yeah, so that's Cocoon Viewpoint, and they are definitely a place that I would hit up. And if you, like I said, if you like to take a lot of pictures and everything, that's where you should go. And I believe Chanel is going to speak with you guys about the next spa.
Perfect. Thanks, Lauren.
Mhm.
So, Koh Samui, if you haven't guessed already, is a wellness paradise. It's definitely known for its holistic healing practices and connection to nature, being the beautiful island that it is. And the Yi Spa at Milia specializes in treatments using those local ingredients like coconut oil and Thai herbs. One thing I loved about this spa was, in addition to the massages and body treatments, they also offer mindfulness experiences such as guided meditation, sound healing therapy for deep relaxation, and they also had a fantastic herbal steam room and classic sauna. There all are also other local spas and wellness activities that you can have access to during our time in Koh Samui. Wendy, I'll turn it back to you.
And unfortunately, after that, that takes us to day 11. If you are going back home, this will be the saddest day of the trip because you're not going to want to leave us at that point. But I know we get back to life, we get back to reality, and we all head back home. We do have the option for extensions. I know we have some people that will be stopping in Singapore and some that will be stopping in Turkey. So in the event that you're interested in additional nights, or if you're staying in Singapore or you're going to be headed through Turkey, please reach out to your TA host and we will be providing you options for that time there. Because we do have so many people going through Singapore, we will have a some sort of group tour that we are going to offer on that day for everyone to go out together and enjoy the gardens there en route home. Um, with that being said, we go into that really concludes our time with you today. But please be on the lookout for emails from myself, Chanel, or Lauren. We will be sending out selection sheets for your excursions. If there's something that you want to pre-book and arrange, because we do have limited time in each city, we really need you guys to go ahead and let us know so that we can get it pre-arranged because, again, it is a very busy time going through Thailand and Vietnam, and they're both hot spots right now in the travel scene. Um, as far as spa treatments, again, Chanel is our resident wellness specialist. We will be reaching out to her to coordinate best treatments for you. Culinary Lauren is going to be kind of fielding all of our questions, and I have tried to answer everything in chat that you guys have put in there. And I do want to just speak on those questions. The majority of the questions, like specific vaccinations, there are none required. However, do speak to your doctor because if you have specific medical issues, your doctor may recommend something that's not necessarily required by the country to enter. Um, of course, reservations for dining, if you're doing those unique dining experiences, please reach out to your TA host and try to book those in advance to make sure that you're able to get in to take advantage of that. Because again, very busy time that we're traveling, and it may not be availability on day of arrival. So it is definitely recommended to pre-book those things. Did I miss anything? Nope, the sound, we will be sending out a recording of the video, so we will also provide links to the YouTube videos that we have in there for you guys, so you'll be able to watch it with the sound. Breakfast is included at all hotels. Yes, Christy. So you have breakfast all the way through. We have one, two, three, four dinners, and I believe 5 to 6 lunches. I have to go through and count it, but we will have that in the printed itinerary. So you have breakfast at all hotels. A couple things that I do want to add again, if you have fair skin and you burn, like, yes, I know everyone that's traveling does look like us, but some of us do burn. So if you have fair skin, the umbrella is very good for you even when it's not raining to keep the sun out of your face. And then neck fans and things of that nature, we recommend to keep you cool. We will offer padded seats. Like if you guys that plan to do bicycling would like to purchase a seat pad, because again, thin seats are not always comfortable. So it's something that you can very easily pack into your suitcase, but really good for you. Okay, how do you know the selection you have at all hotels? Okay, Christy, there's three categories. There was the entry level, which is your deluxe, the Harmony, which is the Oasis, and then there is the executive, which is the VIP. Um, I will contact you right after just to go through the category that you're in so that you can see the upgrade options. Okay. All right, and with that, I have been covering the meeting chat while the other ladies were presenting. So I want everyone to take their lines off mute. And if there's any questions that we have not answered for you at this stage outside of flights and, you know, additional excursions and that type of thing, we would like you guys to let us know right now because we want to make sure we keep you in the know. All right. So does anybody have any questions?
Yes, my name is Audrey.
Hey, Audrey.
Um, for the money, can we use the US dollars there?
You can, but if you were going to go out locally, most countries they love being tipped in US dollars, but you will save more using local currency. If you pay in US dollar, you're guaranteed to pay more than you're supposed to on everything.
So how do you get that currency? When you have to buy it when you get there?
You can buy it when you get there, or you can go to your bank or local currency exchange. Like if you know you want to travel with $500, hypothetically, you can go in and say, I want to do $300 in Thai baht and maybe $200 in Vietnamese dong, and your bank will give you that currency before you leave, or you can exchange it at the airport when you arrive.
Okay.
Mhm.
And another question quickly, the suitcase, you allowed a carry-on and a check bag?
Yes, you can bring on the tour one check bag, one carry-on, and a personal item. While the airline will allow you to have two, keep in mind that we have internal flights, and if you have a second case, they're going to charge you for it, and it is a little bit harder for you to move around as we'll be moving from hotel to hotel. So I do recommend that you have one large case, one carry-on, and one personal item.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Um, Chanel or Lauren, did you have anything that you wanted to add for the group? Okay.
No, not at this time. I think I'm super excited, just like the rest of you guys. And if you have any questions, like Wendy mentioned, feel free to reach out to us, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, excuse me, I'm sorry. I am not getting any emails from you all, I'm getting it through my girlfriend.
Audrey, the emails aren't coming through you. Can you please, right after this call, text me to double confirm your email address? Because I know I've sent you probably about four or five. So shoot it over to me to make sure I have it correct. Okay.
Okay.
Wendy,
Yes,
this is
ma'am.
this is Jean. Is there any fabric stores there that I can see?
There
Visit?
should definitely be fabric stores in Bangkok. I will also check Hanoi because I know you're coming in early
Okay.
to see if they're there. Lauren, if you can put that on the list for us to research, because I know for those of you that don't know, I try to get to know all my clients, and I know Chanel and Lauren do the same. Miss Jean makes these beautiful quilts, and she buys fabric from all around the world. So she likes to go into the different stores and to find those. So we're looking forward to having that. So Lauren, if you could put that on the list for us to locate a fabric store for her to get
Sure.
it. Okay, and is there any additional questions at this time?
I just want to say thank you. This was a really great overview, and I'm really excited about the trip. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamara. I'm excited to meet you all, and
So
I would
excited.
like to add a comment here. It's very rare that we have a group of professionals and young people that look like us all traveling together. And with everything that's going on in the world, I think we could all use a breath of fresh air. And I'm just ready. I'm so ready.
Can't wait to meet all of you.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. And again, please watch for those emails. Audrey, please reach out to me to make sure I have your email correct. Okay? Because I want to make sure I get that over to you. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, guys. And we are giving you the rest of your evening back.
Have a
Thank you.
great evening. Thank
You as
you.
well.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good
Good night.
evening.
Have a good evening.
Bye.